Following the devastation of the Second World War, Japan witnessed an unprecedented shift as people moved from rural areas to burgeoning cities like Tokyo. With them, they carried the heartbeat of their hometowns, the regional traditions that defined their cultural identity. Among these was Taiko drumming, an ancient art that would soon pulse with new life in an urban landscape, blending influences and forming the ensemble drumming practice known as kumidaiko. Taiko quite literally translates to drum in Japanese, so today Taiko is known both domestically and internationally as being a virtuosic and militaristically precise massed percussion ensemble. But to truly understand Taiko, we must delve deeper beyond the grand stages and echoing halls of modern performances into the hidden tributaries of style that flow back to their source. It is here, in the intersections of history and community, that Taiko's purest essence can be found. And so, my journey continues. I've travelled from the vibrant, rhythmical heart of Tokyo to the small city of Chichibu, a few hours to the northwest. Chichibu is famed for its festivals and rich traditions, and at the centre of its sonic landscape lies a style known as Chichibu Yate Bayashi, a form revered for its complexity and for the discipline it demands of those who play it. Hidemitsu Arai has been playing Taiko in Chichibu for almost 50 years and runs his own Taiko group called Chichibu Kyoudokai.
あくまでも自分たちは秩父郷土会っていう名前がついてるんで演奏グループを作って演奏してますけれども、あくまでもその中心はそのお祭りの時に出汁が出ますけど、そこで屋台町会で作ってる太鼓のグループ。
Every year on December 2nd and 3rd, the Chichibu Night Festival transforms the town. Massive floats, each weighing over 10 tons and adorned with rows of glowing lanterns, are carried through the streets towards the central Shinto shrine. Within these towering structures, taiko drums are played, a tradition that led to the evolution of the unique seated, semi-supine drumming style, shaped by the drum's position within the floats.
秩父屋台林がなんで座って叩くかっていうのを詳しいことはこれもわからないんですけれども、秩父の出汁っていうのはね、傘鉾は土台の中で打ちます。下のね、座って打ちます。それから屋台の場合は上の間に襖があって、それで幕で覆われているところで畳がついてあったりしますけど、そこで演奏します。ですからやはり昔の日本の伝統は、座ってやるのが本来の姿なのかなとは思います。
The festival has been taking place for at least 300 years to honor and express gratitude to the deities that are enshrined in Chichibu Jinja Shrine, one of Japan's oldest shrines at over 2,100 years old.
秩父神社、主催神は矢心思い金の御事です。この神様は昔日本神話で天照大神という太陽の神様が岩戸に隠れてしまって世の中が暗くなってしまいました。そこでさて困ったものということで、この神様が日本全国の神様が集まって協議をして、岩戸の暗くなった岩戸の前で踊りを踊ったりワイワイすれば天照様が何だろうと戸を開けて。
Taiko drums are often present in many Shinto shrines. Shinto, which means the way of the gods, is Japan's native belief system and predates historical records. It highlights the connection between the Japanese land, its seasons, and the people who live there. For centuries, taiko drumming has been an essential part of the Shinto ceremony, with its rhythm and energy symbolizing the purification in these sacred rituals. In 1972, members of the Taiko supergroup Ondo Koza visited Chichibu, spending just 1 week learning the traditional piece directly from the festival participants. On returning to Sado Island, where the group were then based, they adapted it for their future performances by speeding up the rhythms and introducing an exaggerated supine position to push the limits of their abdominal strength and intensify their performances. Whilst their interpretation is widely celebrated, and for very good reason, the modifications implemented are markedly different to the original, lacking the unique local nuances of the Chichibu tradition of taiko drumming.
そうですね、秩父の屋台囃子はやはり見せる太鼓ではないので祭り囃子ですよね。屋台や傘鉾の中で打つお囃子で、一人一人が打ち方が違いますよね。笛も吹き方が違うんですね。その中でもちろんテンポも違うしね、玉を使う人使わない人、荒鉢の人とかいろいろいて、それで成り立っていて、どの人がうまいとかどの人が名人、名人ってことはあるかもしれないけど、どの人がすごい上でどの人が下だって上下関係はないんですね。みんな平等なんです。
From the small towns and villages of Japan to bustling cities and far beyond, Japanese taiko has embarked on a global journey. The ensemble drumming style known as kumidaiko began to flourish internationally, particularly among the Japanese diaspora in North America during the 1960s and 70s. Though it's not a complete coincidence that I've come to Chichibu to meet Arai-san. His legacy extends beyond Chichibu and Japan through his daughter, Miki Grey, now living in Ireland, who has founded Kyoudokai Ireland, bringing the unique traditional form of Chichibu Yate Bayashi to Irish shores.
My father, he remembered that very first time this Chichibu Yate Bayashi was introduced to Sado Taiko team. He said he saw that at the moment in 1970. And then after that, spread all over the world. So I want to keep introducing this traditional Chichibu Yate Bayashi as I learned from my father. I think my mission is to let people know that's the difference between stage Chichibu Yate Bayashi and traditional Chichibu Yate Bayashi.
But what sets the traditional and contemporary styles of Yatai Bayashi apart?
At the minute, there's a lot of Yatai Bayashi sound, which is it's flat. But in Chichibu, traditional Chichibu Yatai Bayashi, it's called teke 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 teke. That's very unique sound. Everybody says it's very difficult to do this teke 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 teke. Even my child says it's very difficult. But it's good to learn different, note, different sound, and then practice and practice and practice, and you can get it. Once you get it, that's you can perform Chichibu Yatai Bayashi.
It was a chance encounter between Miki and Nobuko Ijichi, the visionary behind Dublin's EJ Taiko group, which became the catalyst that ignited the birth of Kyoudokai Irish chapter.
Miki-san just came to our performance one day in the Kildare. We actually did perform the Chichibu Yatai Bayashi. So we just had a chat, and where are you from? And so she said, I'm from Chichibu. And I got so excited because I always wanted to do something authentic here in Ireland. And then now here, the authentic persons, in Ireland.
Nobuko founded the Experienced Japan Taiko team in 2010 with UCD students, and later grew to include Japanese Irish students from both secondary and primary schools.
Through the Taiko communities and Taiko activities here in Ireland, I'm very much enjoying to show my traditions, my passions, my spirit, and then also everything the authentic of myself. That's what I mean,
Swiss people, even Ireland, UK, Europe, all over the world, want to introduce this traditional way. And then someday in the future, somebody who learned from me go to Japan or Chichibu even and says, oh, I know the traditional Chichibu Yataibayashi. That's my dream. Somebody go to Japan or Chichibu and say, I can perform Chichibu Yataibayashi. Traditional Chichibu Yataibayashi. At the same time, I want to pass my father's tradition on to my child. And I don't want to stop my father's Chichibu Kyoudokai just because I'm in Ireland. Even after he passed away someday in the future, I want to keep it and pass it to my child. And then my child can pass it to somebody. I want to continue next 50 years as my father did last 50 years. That's my dream. Yes. I'm kind of very emotional and start to cry, but
across generations and continents, the rhythms of Taiko weave an unbroken thread, from Arai-san's mastery in Chichibu to Miki's dedication in Ireland, recently recognised by the Arts Council of Northern Ireland with a grant to purchase a Mio Daiko drum, just like the one her father plays. This tradition lives on, carrying not just music, but the soul of family and culture. In their hands, Taiko's legacy endures, a timeless pulse connecting the past, present and future. Thank you so much for watching, and you can continue on this journey into the tradition of Taiko by checking out the third part of my documentary right over here. And you can also give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for lots of other music tutorials and of course documentaries too.